Hey you guys, it's James here. I am riding on a bike 2 nights ago. Well, sort of. So, this is Pumped BMX 3, a game that is not coming out until September. However, I went over to the Big Indie Pitch, which is the Pocket Gamer event where we go and trial a bunch of games from indie developers which aren't actually out yet, or, maybe you're looking for support or publication or something like that. Basically, for me, it's an excuse to play games with the creators, and here is one of the ones I like the look of. Now, this is the third game in the series. The first one's available currently on the PSN store as well as other platforms. I think it's done okay, but he's moved on to the third one already. And as you can see, look at the animations, look at those mad jumps, aren't they nice? This is kind of why I was pulled towards it, because there are a bunch of games that use these kind of mechanics. You've got plenty of trials and stunt games where you're jumping around, and the idea is to get to the end of the track or whatever. This one's much more based on objectives. So the idea is the level will say, hey, do 2 360s in this level, and that'll make you win. Or whatever it might be. Perform a series of extremely complex and challenging tricks and whatnot, and that will allow you to progress to the next level. There's a photographer there who takes photos as you go. These can then be published and shared if they are rad enough. Oh, that's a hideous faceplant. This footage is actually a mixture of me playing and the developer playing, so just take it as read that if I'm ragdolling through the scenery, it's probably me. This is also temp music from the previous game as well. But the thing that I was really excited by and felt like it's about time a game did this is the tilt controls. So you know how in trials or something like that you generally use arrow keys or you use the analog stick to tilt left and right to push your bike or BMX or whatever you're riding forwards and backwards to give it that lean, which lets you kind of lean back into a corner or tip your nose forward when you're about to go down a deep jump. Well, that, in this game, is controlled by the tilt. You tilt your phone or iPad or whatever to do that. And it's suddenly really obvious that of course that's what you should be doing. That's a brilliant way to do it. You control the speed of the craft by using the pump button. So you see that thing in the lower right hand side. It basically works like the gravity controls in Tiny Wings. So you push pump and you'll start accelerating towards the ground. So you need to push it exactly the right moment when you want it to zoom down the hill and then release it when you're going up. Spin speaks for itself, you do 360s and whatnot, and then the virtual stick in the left hand side of the screen actually controls your tricks. So if you flick in a different direction, one of 8 directions, it will do one of 8 tricks. You then combine that with the pumping and the spinning to get the desired cool ass effects. If you want to access different tricks, you hit those T2 and T3 buttons that you can see above the stick. Those take you off into a bunch of menus which show you different tricks which are unlocked throughout the game. So by the end of it, you can do quite a wide range of different things. The different environments also reflect the kind of skill levels of each of the tracks that you're progressing through. So there's a fair amount to it. It feels kind of fun. I only played it briefly, but it impressed me enough to be like, can we grab some footage of this because this is kind of cool. Really, and it's difficult to convey over video, the tilt is neat. It really feels like a missed opportunity that someone is now taking advantage of, because it feels so incredibly natural to just be tilt, and the bike tilts forward, lean back, bike tilts back. You're like, oh, of course! So you can tell I'm learning to play it now. This is where I take over and start freewheeling and failing all over the shop. There's also a lot of support from the community. So you've got big kind of BMX type people, don't ask me to name names because I can't, I've got a list somewhere but I'm not reading it, are actually supporting it, and they're teaming up with kind of well-known brands and whatnot, and it's not like a money-changing hand sort of things. They're doing it because they want to, because apparently they like the look of the game. They are fans of the series up until now, and it's a situation that benefits everybody. So there seems to be a lot of good noise surrounding it, and having played it, it's a game I would like to play more of, which is the important thing. I don't think it's 100% there yet. It's not as polished as perhaps it could be, but just combining the tilt with those tricks, with the spinning and the pumping, all those different elements, they come together to make something that's a little bit trickier than the average one, I would say. But I think that's a good thing. I would like to see more of it, and we're going to around about September-ish. So maybe keep your eyes out for it. It's Pumped BMX 3, sometime around September on mobile devices. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. This video is brought to you by AppSpy, in association with Gladiator Heroes. Train up your gladiators, build your city, and then conquer the empire. Coming to a mobile device near you very soon.